Hey, we're out here at Adams Kart track in Riverside, California. So I'm gonna throw my leg over the Ohvale 190, the 2020, and show you some laps and some footage around the track here. And I'll go over in the end what I like differently from the 2018 version and the 2020 versions of the Ohvale. Hope you guys enjoy. In my house here, just unloaded the bike, put it in the garage, and wanted to go over the differences in the 2020 and the 2018 190s. The things I like and maybe things I don't like. I didn't make any notes or anything, so I'm just going to kind of go off the cuff here. Definitely some of the things that I like. So with the taller 1-inch seat and the longer 1-inch seat, puts my body further back, which I guess is what it's trying to do. It's made for someone who's a taller rider. I don't particularly like that. I'm short, I'm 5'6", and I noticed that I don't have as much weight over the front end as I like or preferred from the other bodywork. So it's kind of just changed my riding position a little bit. But now that I've been riding it a couple times, I think it's fine. I'd rather be comfortable and have more room to move around, and then just in a corner be able to kind of sink in more on the turns. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that is one difference that I do notice. My absolute favorite part of the 2020 is the 5-speed trans. It is so smooth and so buttery smooth when you're shifting through the gears. It's a noticeable difference between the 4-speed on the old one and the 5-speed on the new, in the trans of the new motor. The shifts are so smooth. I barely blip the throttle and shift, and then obviously having a 5th gear is a whole nother level. On the same tracks where I had the same gearing ratio with the 4-speed and the 5-speed, now I notice I only hit the 5th gear on the 2 major straightaways, and I'll stay in 4th gear where maybe I would have been in 3rd gear before, or low in 4th gear on the 2018 model. So hands down, it's almost worth it just to purchase the 2020 for the 5-speed trans. Other than that, there really are no differences. Just looking the bike over. Yeah, other than that, even the suspension, my old one had the Ohvale's front and rear suspension, and this one just has the standard adjustable. I spent a little more time than I did on the Ohvale's with this one, so I definitely have a better setup on the 2020 bike than I had on my old 2018 bike, so the feel is way better than my old bike, only because I spent more time to kind of dial in the spring rates in the front and rear and soften it to where I like it. So I'm 5'6", 140 pounds without gear, and these bikes are sprung so heavy. I would even say I have it pretty soft, almost the softest, because they're definitely sprung for a grown-up or an adult. Even though they're sized for kids, they do make springs for lighter weight kids and lighter people. But like I said, I spent more time on the suspension, so I do prefer the bike. I did find out that Ohvale is not providing 12-inch wheels. I looked to get some for the bike, but they are not actually providing them. They are only selling them with the 10-inch wheels, but they have an option that if you were to find a 12-inch wheel, that it would work on there. So with that being said, maybe I'm going to look for some 12-inch wheels, some aftermarket ones. I know my Honda Grom had 12-inch wheels on it, so maybe those will fit on there. Other than that, it's great. Like I said, the transmission itself is worth the difference. The ergonomics are a lot more comfortable. I don't cramp up as much. And just the only difference was I had to kind of adjust my riding position to make sure that I get over the front end a little more to keep weight on the front going into the turns. So I hope that helps. If you have questions, put them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, guys.